Armenia as a republic and Nagorno-Karabakh as well as Azerbaijan sit in an area that has traditionally been a crossing roads and a meeting place of various powers and cultures. And so one of the reasons why this particular conflict is so fraught is because you do have two major military powers of the region, Russia and the Republic of Turkey, on opposite sides of this engagement traditionally. And they often use the Caucasus in their own power game. In some ways, it's in everybody's interest to maintain stability. One would hope that that would be the drive that overrides all of these other conflicts. But there's also always the temptation to grab and take the upper hand. The nightmare scenario is that Iran, Turkey, and Russia get involved and start fighting a proxy war there. And the United States still has vital interests. Any conflict that could bring Turkey, which is a NATO member state, into conflict with another NATO member state. So, for example, if France then came in on the other side, as is happening now, weakens the rift. It opens an opportunity possibly for Russia to expand its influence further south, which it's always, looking to do.
As Turkey risks to drag in and push NATO into a broader conflict, because with its interference and uncalculated steps, Turkey can bring NATO allies in front to face very tough choices. Nagorno-Karabakh is a land that has been at the Soviet time donated by Joseph Stalin himself by illegal decision of the Soviet Communist Party to Azerbaijan. That land has never belonged to Azerbaijan, but just given during the Soviet time as a gift, as a result of some under-table dealings.
However, there's been no resolution of the conflict itself. So there is still tensions over to whom does this territory belong. They see this in some ways as a continuation or an attempt at a continuation of the Armenian genocide in 1915 in an attempt to eradicate the Armenian presence in that part of the region. And their successful defense, self-defense of Nagorno-Karabakh is taken as a matter of pride and as making sure that what happened in 1915 would never happen again. So that this is a large issue not only for the inhabitants of the Republic of Nagorno-Karabakh, but also for the Armenian population of the Republic of Armenia, as well as the Armenian diaspora. And the anti-Armenian rhetoric that comes out of Turkey as well as Azerbaijan sort of also supports that interpretation that Armenians have to this conflict, that this is not a conflict over, this border, where the border should be, but really ultimately it's part of a plan to eradicate the Armenian population of the area.
As themselves, they frame the same nation, one nation in two different countries. So Turkey has been always favoring Azerbaijan. Turkey is the country that is not recognizing the genocide of the Armenian people that took place 100 years ago, and not only recognizing the genocide, but modern day Turkey validates the policy of Ottoman Empire by conducting a policy of blackmail and attacks against Armenia, blockading Armenia together with Azerbaijan, and now already supporting openly Azerbaijan in this war.
This is an issue which I think the Turkish people and Armenian people should discuss. I mean, this is up to historians. This is not up to me. I'm not a historian to decide. However, Azerbaijan has never been a part of the Ottoman Empire. What happened there 100 years ago has no bearing on what's happening now. This is a very poor justification of your own ethnic cleansing. Status quo cannot be maintained forever. Status quo means occupation of Azerbaijani lands. So all of the principles of the negotiation process, which are now called Madrid principles because they were updated in Madrid, include it's very basic things. Beginning of the occupation of Azerbaijani territories, the withdrawal of Armenian troops from the areas outside the region of Nagorno-Karabakh. Then resumption of normal contacts between the sides, the return of the displaced population to their homes, that's a beautiful thing, and a normalization between Armenia and Azerbaijan, and an interim status for Nagorno-Karabakh region in which people could live together, and then at some point they will decide the future.
Why this conflict is not resolved so far is because Azerbaijan has been refusing to talk about mutual compromises, and Azerbaijan wanted to dictate its position at the negotiating table. And Armenia and Nagorno-Karabakh said decisively no. Armenia and Nagorno-Karabakh are and were and are ready for conversation, dialogue, only through mutual compromises. This conflict cannot be resolved by unilateral compromises. This conflict can be resolved only on the basis of the mutual compromises.